Hi everyone. Today I'm interviewing Jolie Rodriguez, and we're going to talk about emails and how emails help small businesses reach their audiences. And so the reason I asked Jolie to be my guest today is because I look up to her. She's really good with the emails that she creates. I receive her emails. I'm signed up on her email list, and I just enjoy, looking at her pictures and the pieces of information, the good ideas that she includes in the email. So I really wanted to ask her to help us as small business owners understand the importance of emails. Hi, Jolie. How are you today?
Good morning, Monica. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you. So let's start with the question. In your opinion, what are the benefits of sending out emails on a regular basis?
Well, I think it's just super important as a business owner to stay top of mind with your clients, especially your ideal clients. We get bombarded today with a ton of email, a ton of notifications, everything. We even get connected through our text messages. It's everywhere. And I think it's just important to stay top of mind for your clients. There's a lot of competition out there, and also to create emails and content that are interesting to your ideal client is super important.
And I couldn't agree with that more. I believe like people that care about you want to see, what you have to say, right? So I like these ideas for sure. So did you start creating, or I'm sorry, did you start collecting email addresses right away when you started your business? And if not, then when did you start?
So yeah, I've been in business this is my 12th year working as a professional photographer. And I did start collecting emails immediately. It started very small, friends and family. And now it's grown to a pretty large email list. And I think, at the beginning, I wasn't sending emails out regularly. I was a new business owner and kind of learning the ropes a little bit. But as I did start sending emails out with content that was interesting to, I knew my client base, it was super helpful. I already had those emails ready to go and then just continued to add to my list.
Nice. So you did start right away. That's good to
And,
know.
yeah.
You do have a usual structure to your emails that most of your emails follow. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, definitely. So, when first someone signs up to be on my email list, I send them out a welcome email, first of all, and let them know that they are a special VIP client. And I don't just say that lightly because I do send out specials only to those clients and different things that are just specifically for them and interesting to them. So it's definitely worth it. It's not just another email list, just another thing. So yeah, I think that's really important to do that. I think that's super great.
Very good. All right. When you receive positive feedback on your emails, because I'm pretty sure you do, what is it that people mention?
I would say mostly people are mentioning the personal nature of my emails. So, in each email that I send out a monthly newsletter, and I try to have different sections that are consistent. So one of them is actually just what I'm doing. I send pictures of my kids. I send pictures of my dog. If I went up to the mountains, I send pictures of that. So, and they're not necessarily professional pictures. They can be just cell phone pictures, which is fine. And then I also send information that would be useful to them. So specifically, most people that are on my email list are interested in photography in one way or the other, whether they are photographers themselves or they just like seeing, pretty pictures. I send different ideas of how to take good pictures and different ways to get good angles and lighting, and different ways to be creative. So I try to include not just pictures that I take, but also things that would be interesting to my clients and then in their lives.
Very good. So people do mention that. I think it's the universal truth, don't you think, that people love dogs or pets and kids. So if you include those, no matter what, people will love those, right?
It's a win-win for sure.
Yes, yes. Uh, about how much time would you say you spend on creating an email? Like I would say, like an email that's well put together. Like how much time does it take?
I would say from beginning to end, probably about 5 hours, because, it's not just, I have a template that I use, but it also includes a lot of gathering information, reaching out. I also do a local love section in my emails, kind of reaching out to certain local businesses, and sharing what they do. So it takes a little bit of time to gather information and then put it together in a creative way. So yeah, it takes a bit of a time, but it's been, the rewards for me have been tenfold. It's been amazing to connect with my clients, and just my business has grown immensely because of it.
That's good. That's great to hear. Um, I've heard of business owners that people unsubscribe occasionally. And I personally believe that's normal, but some people don't take it very lightly. Has it happened to you, and how do you get past it?
Of course it has. Yes, it happens. It does happen, and that's okay. I know that what the content that I put out, and myself as a photographer, I am not the photographer for every single person, and I may not create content that's interesting to every single person, and I'm totally okay with that. I think that for one person who unsubscribes, I get another one that subscribes, and so I don't really take offense to it too personally, and I just keep plugging along.
I like that attitude. Like, don't take it too personally, right? Just like you say, people come, people go. What we should care about is how involved they are, right?
Most definitely. And the connections that I have with my clients, I like to have on a personal level. So if I have people just skim through looking for the best deal, the cheapest deal, that might not be my right client anyway, so that's okay.
And that's okay, like you said. All right, here's my next question. When you send out an email that includes a promotion, what are your expectations from your subscribers in terms of taking advantage of that promotion?
Well, I just, I think, let me think about this for a second. Just for them to be, again, top of mind. Again, I send out those promotional emails probably once a month or so. I don't want to bombard my clients too much with a lot of that. But yeah, they have a certain amount of time before I send it out to the public, to respond to it, to get in on the good deal that I'm offering. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I want to be able to reward my clients with something that they could use in their lives.
But you certainly don't expect every single subscriber to take advantage of this offer, right?
No, not necessarily. What I offer is something of a luxury, I guess you could say. And so, yeah, I don't expect every one of my clients to take pictures every 2 months. That would be a lot. But once a year would be great. And so just, again, like I said, top of mind. So when the time is right, they could take advantage of that.
Perfect. Yes. And the last question to wrap up our interview would be, what was the biggest hurdle, if you had any, when you started sending out emails to your audience? And what are some of your recommendations to someone just starting out?
Well, I think with a lot of small business owners, when they first get started, one of their first hurdles is just feeling confident enough that what you're providing, the content you're writing, is interesting to those around you. And so that was probably my biggest hurdle to get over. And then again, getting that feedback back was very helpful to know. But I think, once you get started, just, start with what's interesting to you. Think about your ideal client. Think about what's interesting to them, which probably would be similar to what's interesting to you, I would think. Share a little bit again about yourself. I think we're kind of afraid to do that sometimes. Because, in the past, business has just been, here's your logo, here's your phone number, give me a call, or give this business a call. And it's totally not like that anymore. I mean, in the age of social media, everybody knows everything about everybody. They know what I had for dinner last night, and so it's okay to share who you are, feel confident about that, and share who you are as a person, and then they'll get to know you, and the trust will begin. Business trust will begin with your client, and when they think of the next, picture or the next time that they want to book a photography session, they'll think of you. I'm hopeful they'll think of me when they're ready to capture that moment. So.
Perfect. Thank you for all this advice. So basically, we're telling everyone out there who's a little bit scared to start or to really put themselves out there to be brave and just venture into this, right? And see what happens.
And like I said earlier, it's increased my business so much just by being able to connect with my clients through email. It's my number one source of marketing for clients, definitely.
Wow, those are powerful words. Thank you, Jolie.
You're welcome.
I think these were very interesting and very valuable thoughts. So thank you so much for your time and that you were with us and gave us all your insights on email marketing. I hope some people will find this very, very useful in their business. Doesn't matter whether it's photography or a different kind of business, right? And I just appreciate that you came out today and you helped other business owners start their own adventure.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been great to chat with you.
Yeah, have a very good day and I'll see you soon.
Hey, see you, Monica. Thank you.